Okay, so today the stock AMD Wraith cooler, the Wraith Stealth for my new cooler, which you've already seen in the introduction, if I remember to put it in the introduction, because I'm doing this out of order. Anyway, the first thing that we need to do is close the door. Then we have to remove our old cooler. We're gonna remove the screws from the old cooler. We're gonna go in like an X. Obviously, I've got my motherboard resting on a flat surface. Oh, did that thermal compound just break free for me? Ah, yes. Woo! That was gonna make what I was gonna have to do so much easier. Okay. I'm gonna put our old cooler to the side. Don't get the thermal. Don't get the goop on you. And then we're gonna have to remove our old thermal compound. As you can see, my processor is covered in it, which is a good thing because it means that when the stock cooler was on, the whole thing was covered. So in order to remove this old thermal compound, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this piece of cardboard and use that to kind of scrape off the excess. This is and it's cardboard, so you're not going to have to worry about scratching. Then you're going to take some paper towels and this isopropyl alcohol 91%, put that on a paper towel to remove all the remnants, because we're not leaving the old thermal goop on for obvious reasons. I'm going to get like the bulk of this stuff off onto the cardboard. Then I'm going to take a paper towel, apply some isopropyl alcohol to it. Okay, there we go. That's going to be fun to clean up. Obviously, if you have any cuts in your hands, you might want to put gloves on or something, because this is going to burn if it gets on you. We're going to use the rest of this on this paper towel here to get the rest of this stuff off. Now the reason you want to use alcohol is because alcohol is a drying agent, so it dries off really quickly. So what we're going to do in order to help that happen, we're going to get some air at it. I have a super jerry-rigged solution for this. I've got one of these old fans that I took out of an old laptop cooling pad. Found a random USB adapter that fits it. We're going to take an extra screwdriver, put it through the hole in this fan to stabilize it. And then we're going to give it power. Now, I have a solution for this somewhere in here. Ah, yes. Battery bank. See this? This is just an old RAV Power portable router. It's a shame we can't buy these things anymore. they're super unique devices. I use this one all the time, and we're just gonna plug her in. And let her go for a couple of minutes. I'm so glad I didn't have to separate the CPU from a cooler again. The reason I didn't is because this cooler has only been installed for like less than a month. Because I realized that the stock cooler that comes with the 5600 is completely inadequate. It's because it's the same stuff that comes with the quad cores. Because I had a 3200G and it came with the Ryzen Stealth. And the Ryzen Stealth is fine for the quad core, but for these higher TDP chips, although technically the TDP is the same, these obviously run hotter. Even though this one is Zen 3, it still outputs a lot of heat, and the Ryzen Stealth just can't do it. Maybe a Ryzen Spire, but I think they should include something better than the Ryzen Stealth. People rave about how AMD stock coolers are better than Intel's, which on the low end chips they are, but on the higher end stuff, they're still just as inadequate. Even at maximum fan speed, which depending on which fan your cooler comes with, it's either 2000 or 2600 RPM. Will you're gonna get about the same thermal performance, but the 2600 RPM model is much louder because my Ryzen 3 came with the Cooler Master fan that's a higher speed fan. Whereas this, the cooler I just come off comes with the ABC design, that only spins at 2000, but their cooling performance is about the same. But the Cooler Master design is a much more louder design. There's no real reason as to why you get one or the other. They just switch between the two vendors. They're both capable of making good fans. Anyway, now that this is done drying off, I'm going to put it aside and unbox our new Noctua cooler. Okay. I'm going to put this camera back slightly, like tilt it upwards. There we go. And the light's a tad too powerful. It's causing some camera glare. But okay, here we go. As you can see, I'm working with a much different setup. I've got my screws here that I needed to take out the motherboard. If you want to see how I did that, just watch part 1. But yeah, this is our Noctua cooler. It's the NHG9L. So it's a dual tower cooler with a 92mm fan. The reason I went with this cooler is that I wanted something that was all inclusive. And I wanted something that was gonna be quality, and Noctua has a very solid reputation for quality. I originally wanted the NHU12S, which is a single tower 120mm variant of the 12S Redux. Actually, it was cheaper than this, but right before I was going to buy it, I realized that it doesn't fit in the case. It's a good thing I checked that spec last and I realized, oh dear, that won't fit because my case has 155mm height clearance, and the NHU 12S is like 158 or something. So being limited to 92mm style coolers kind of limited my options. So there was the U9S, which is a single tower 92mm, but has 5 heat pipes, whereas this is a dual tower 92mm model, as you can see. Yes, I have the plastic on. I'm not gonna make that mistake again. This is 2 towers, 4 heat pipes that go up both of them, and this 92mm fan in the middle that blows through. So we're gonna install this cooler. But first we have to look at the instructions and the mounting hardware. So we're gonna set the cooler aside. Put under there, it's a spotlight, complete with the poop brown and vomit fan that Noctua is known for. Yes, there is a Chromax black version of this cooler, but it was more money. More money that I didn't want to spend. Oh, okay. Here's our guide. If you're installing LGA 1700, a 1200 or 11.5X, this is the cooler you want to use. This is the guide that you'll want to use. Whereas I'm Team Red, so we're gonna use this book for AM4 and AM5. I'm running AM4. Okay, so we're gonna read this here. Dear customer, thank you very much for choosing the Noctua NHD9L. The NHD9L is a premium grade dual tower CPU cooler that has been designed to provide excellent quiet cooling performance at a height of only 110 millimeters. It's comparably a low profile, the 15 millimeters lower than the classic 9 centimeter tower cooler such as the NHU9S. Doesn't only guarantee full 3U compliance, so 3U is like a server chassis. In server we actually got 1U, 2U, and 3U. That means how tall it is. This will fit in a 3U chassis. And which is an accomplishment. And that's something important for a server, because you want the most reliable stuff possible, because this stuff's going to be running days on end, or more likely years on end. The fan's going to be turning non-stop. You don't need it to quit working and have to replace it. That's also why this fan, if you buy it by itself, is $20. And that's why this heatsink is so expensive, because everything is of the very highest quality of Austrian engineering, which is good for which is good not for your wallet, but for the lifespan of the product. So this fan is probably very quiet, even at its maximum 2000 RPM speed, and still going to provide great performance while being super quiet. Not to mention this cooler is kind of ridiculous considering the CPU I have. I looked on the Noctua website and it says I'm gonna have plenty of headroom that could be used for overclocking. I say could be used because my motherboard's an A320M, doesn't support it. And the VRMs couldn't take it anyway. The only reason my thermals weren't even worse on the stock cooler is because the VRMs couldn't provide the rated power for the 5600 anyway, despite it being on the supported list along with the 16 core version. Okay, so let's see what we need. AMD stock backplate. Two NM-AMB4 mounting bars. Okay, we need the gray plastic spacers. Let's see, these are labeled right. Let's see, here's the mounting bars. Obviously, if you're on an Intel processor, you want to look at the official guides. They're going to be so much better quality than what I have. And let me confirm, these are the AMB4 parts there, the mounting bars. The NM APS4 plate gray plastic spacers and the long screws. So this right here is those. And there's some common parts as well, such as the second fan clip for the low noise adapter, thermal paste, which is included, NTH1, very high quality, and a Noctua case badge. Wait, is this case badge metal? It is. That's how you know. They could have easily gotten away with the sticker, but no. They give you a metal case badge. That's awesome. I know case badges aren't the biggest, aren't like cool or anything anymore, but I like case badges. And I wasn't around back when case badges were cool, but I still think they are. Okay. The AMD, so for the back plate, I'm going to use the AMD stock one. So let me get my motherboard. Here it is. Pizza's here. I'm just kidding. This wouldn't taste very good. Okay. I'm learning this along with everyone watching. We want to do this. Oh, okay, that's only if you have an existing one. Oh my god, they tell you how to apply the thermal paste. I'm going to be sure to follow those instructions. That causes so much controversy. Okay, attaching the mounting bars. We're going to take the gray spacers. Where's the bag for them? I guess I can open the packaging. One plastic spacer. 2 plastic spacers. And the other 2. And so you set them on the cooler like this. Doesn't matter which way these go on. I'm going to take these mounting bars. They want to, okay, so they want them facing inwards. We need the long screws go on top of them. Okay, here they go. My magnetic screwdriver is pulling them. Gently take this. Okay, do the same thing for the other 2 on this side. I'm sorry if y'all can't see this. This is I don't have anywhere else that I could position the camera to where you could. Okay. Apply the thermal paste. Okay. here we have NTH1 thermal paste. We're going to do 4 dots on the outer corners and do a bigger one in the middle, as per the instructions. So there we go. Okay. Oh crap. Oh dear. Okay, that's probably a bit too much. Applying too much thermal paste will lower conductivity and cooling performance. I don't think that's true. Okay. We're going to take our heatsink here. Be very careful not to touch that processor. Gonna remove our fan because that's how we have to get to the mounting screw. My last piece of cardboard. Okay.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
Well, I sure hope this performs well. Good thing I applied too much. Oh, this is going to be so messy later. But, oh well. I'm going to apply it. Okay. Be careful to very gently tighten these 2 screws. Okay, reattach the center fan. Okay. Y'all installed. Yeah, there's a little bit of thermal paste coming out the sides. To triple check the tightness. Okay. This right here is why you check and make sure you remove the plastic. This is why you put labels on your plastic. There's only any complaint I have about this product. Put labels on the plastic so people like me will know to remove it. Okay, we're gonna reattach this fan. Before we do, here's a close-up shot of it. You can see the label, NFA9 2000 RPM, and if I cannot drop the mounting clip, you can see. Is that mounting clip supposed to look like that? Yeah, okay. See, we just put on the mounting clip that's got this little rubber piece here. But see, we're going to want the exhaust going this way. Kind of gently lower it down. Stopping it. Let's try this again. Okay. That side's in. There's probably a better way to mount this fan than what they used, but there we go. Let me check. A little bit of thermal paste just coming out the edge, so we're just gonna have to hope that that's fully covered. Then we're gonna plug in our case fan. This, it doesn't reach. Okay, wait. I have a solution for this. Where are my extensions? Little fan extender cable right here. Instead of taking off that fan and putting it on the other way, I'm just going to use this extension cable. I know I should probably like do it properly, but you know who this is. You know things aren't going to be 100% perfect. Okay. And here's one thing that they give you. They give you a low noise adapter, which will allow you to lower the speed of the fan. So if your motherboard doesn't have automatic, well, not automatic fan control, but software definable automatic fan control, where the user can change it, this will help lower your fans. This will allow you to lower your fan speed without your motherboard having to support it. I'm gonna keep this low noise adapter, and I'll probably eventually use it for another project. But hold on, before we put the cooler back on, I'm gonna take a moment to appreciate this. This right here in this little bag, this case badge, this is metal. This is metal. This ain't no sticker. You see there? It says Noctua on it, and it's like actual metal. It even has name brand 3M on the back of it. They could have easily saved a couple bucks and like done a sticker, but no. I just realized I never checked if I put the fan on the orientation it needs to go in. It does. It needs to go towards the back. Hope that clears my intake fan in the rear. gonna take the motherboard in its cardboard box along with, and we're gonna install it back in my case. So this is where the video ends. If you want to see how I put it back in the case, it's the same as I did with the stock cooler. Watch part 1. But other than that, yeah, overall I think it's gonna be a very good product. I haven't tested the thermals yet, so we'll see. But I'm very impressed with the amount of extra stuff. Look, I even have thermal paste left over, and I put on it. And I probably put on too much, but we're going to see how it performs. So, bye for now. I've got to put this case back in the motherboard.